Well, good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. Yet another winter storm is creating hazardous driving conditions across KELOLAND. There are a few pictures from the Department of Transportation cameras showing the snow-covered roads.
Right now, the eastbound lanes of I-90 are closed from Rapid City to Chamberlain, while the westbound lanes are closed from Chamberlain to Wall. I-29 is also closed from Watertown to the North Dakota border.
There are also no travel advisories on highways across the central and northeastern parts of the state. Authorities are urging people to stay off the roads.
Could be a little tricky out there, so yeah, drive with some caution.
Yeah, and I can't believe we're talking about this again.
I know, here we are. Tomorrow's April, so Mother Nature's pulling a April Fool's joke on us, I think.
Well, Don and Kelly, you want to know the good news?
Yes.
We're on a spring yo-yo, so tomorrow's going to be warmer, sunny, no wind. We just have to get there first. Right now we're looking at Pierre, very low visibility due to that heavy blowing snow. North winds right now are 24 miles an hour and even higher wind gusts. In Watertown, we're seeing icing there. There was a ice storm warning, and you can kind of see that on some of these power lines and the trees in the foreground here. North winds right now at 19. Here is our storm system. From Aberdeen and Watertown to Mobridge and Pierre, Rapid City, anywhere in blue is that heavy snow. Up by the Watertown area, you can see that pink. That is a wintry mix causing that icing. We've had plenty of lightning in this system as well. Our wind gusts in the past hour have been 30, 40, even nearing 50 miles an hour. Rapid City had a wind gust not too long ago of 52. We are in a blizzard warning in these areas in white. From Watertown to Aberdeen in Pierre, the winter storm warning for Rapid City in areas in red, and the winter weather advisory for those people in blue that does include Sioux Falls and Yankton. Those continue through tomorrow morning, and here is a look at our snowfall forecast through tomorrow morning as well. That heavier band through south central up to northeastern KELOLAND. Chamberlain, Aberdeen, Sisseton, all could see 8 to 12 inches of snow. Sioux Falls is around that inch or two. Here's a sneak peek at what we're looking at for tomorrow. Very light winds, mostly sunny skies, 40 Sioux Falls, 30 in Aberdeen, 36 in Pierre, and 52 in Rapid City. We'll have more details on your winter storm in just a little bit.
Wow, kind of the calm after the storm.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I guess so. We'll take it.
Absolutely. Well, as we told you yesterday, a New York grand jury has voted to indict Donald Trump, making him the first former U.S. president to face a criminal charge.
KELOLAND News Washington, D.C. correspondent Jesse Turnur joins us with the latest.
Trump is currently in Florida at his home in Mar-a-Lago, but is expected to surrender to authorities sometime next week, when we'll also find out what specific charges he's facing. It's official. A Manhattan grand jury voted to indict former President Donald Trump on charges involving hush money payments to porn star actress Stormy Daniels during the 2016 presidential campaign. On Thursday night, Trump called the indictment political persecution, maintaining the position he took during last weekend's campaign rally.
They've got nothing. They've got nothing. Think of it.
Many Republicans side with the former president. On Twitter, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy called indicting Trump an abuse of power and promised to hold DA Alvin Bragg accountable.
What we see before us is a political game being played by a local. Look, just as this isn't New York City. This is just the Manhattan. This is just a borough DA.
Days before the jury voted to indict him, Trump called on his supporters to protest and said charges could bring, quote, death and destruction.
It's dangerous. And if he keeps it up, he's going to get someone killed.
That has officials in New York and Washington on alert for potential violence.
The president has been very clear when it comes to Americans who want to protest. They should do it peacefully.
And police in New York have stepped up security by telling all officers to be ready to report for duty on Friday. In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor.
The Minneapolis City Council has approved an agreement with the state to revamp policing nearly 3 years after an officer killed George Floyd. The goal of the agreement is to reduce the amount of severity of discriminatory policing in the Minneapolis Police Department by targeting the system, culture, and well-being of officers.
This is a good thing for the city of Minneapolis. I won't tell you how to feel, but I'll tell you how I feel. I feel optimistic. The agreement isn't change in and of itself, but it charts a clear roadmap to it.
The Minnesota Department of Human Rights began investigating the Minneapolis Police Department shortly after Derek Chauvin knelt on George Floyd's neck for more than 9 minutes as the black man said he couldn't breathe.
The White House proclaimed today as Transgender Day of Visibility. In his statement, President Biden said that transgender people deserve to be safe and supported in every community. He also denounced attacks on the community as un-American. Biden says that discrimination and political attacks on trans kids are worsening the country's mental health crisis. North Dakota's Republican governor vetoed a bill that would prohibit teachers and staff from referring to transgender students by their preferred pronouns. The governor said teaching is already challenging and doesn't want to put another burden on teachers. The state Senate voted 37-9 to override the veto. The House is now deciding whether to override it as well. If the bill became law, public school teachers and employees would be banned from using a transgender student's preferred pronoun unless they have permission from the student's parents as well as a school administrator.